friends, welcome back to the channel. It is the week of love and it's also the week of house projects. Today we're getting our cabinets installed in the basement, which is super exciting. They actually delivered all the materials and stuff yesterday. I did record that, so I'll insert that footage after this. My husband also painted the rest of the powder bathroom. We still have some updates to do there, but I'll show y'all that as well. I already put my shelf together. We've been moving and shaking, grooving and taking, basically is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So we have some basement updates that I want to share with y'all as well. Ooh, we also got a little bit of flooring in the basement, girl. So anyways, the other house update is, girl, y'all know in the last video I told y'all that we were getting our chairs, our dining room chairs. So after that clip, I went on the website to actually see, does it still say February 10th? Ma'am, pushed back to March 1st. I was like, you know what? I got to get mine and call these folks and bless them out, because why is y'all changing my stuff? You being extra. Like, sometimes the stuff changes. We'll be waiting a little bit longer on the chairs. So anyways, and let's roll back to the footage leading up to today. How about it?
I'm not scared of lions and tigers and tigers. You Ferrari outside. I'm not scared of nothing. Am I the only one who thinks it's an impossible task? Why it don't last? Is that too much to ask? Why do we love love when love seems to hate us? Sorry if I sound so filled with gloom. You say you care, and I know you do. But this is from my experience, and my conclusion only makes sense. Just 'cause I love you and you love me, it doesn't mean that we're meant to be. I can climb mountains, swim across the seas, but the most frightening thing is you and
Since the last video, this week they have finished all of the trim, did the custom bookshelf in the bathroom, and then started the flooring. He's gotten so far as my husband's office, and today they also delivered the cabinet. Let's go downstairs. This is the cabinets that got delivered. As y'all can see, they are a graphite color. I don't know if that's coming off good. This is pretty much what they look like. They're coming tomorrow to do the cabinet installations. Everything right here in the office area. Here's the closet. This is how far he's gotten. He will not be back tomorrow to start because he wants to wait until they finish the cabinets over here. This is the custom cabinets that I mentioned to y'all. This is stained a natural wood color, but it's far too yellow. We wanted it to actually look like the cabinet that we showed y'all in the last video over here, so it needs to look a little bit darker, a little bit more brown. They're also coming, I think they're coming next week to finish the electrical, so they'll be installing like the fans and all the cam lights and everything, and we're getting lights in the cabinets here. Then lastly, as y'all can see, they have all of the trim now around the windows. Y'all seen this in the last video. They also were starting the trim for the tray ceilings, and you can see that there's space in between the ceiling as well as like the trim, and that is because the electrical people are coming to install lighting up here. So that light fixture or light switch is actually a dimmer, so we'll be able to control how bright or dark the lighting is in here. So like I mentioned to y'all earlier, they will be here tomorrow to start installing the cabinets, and then by the end of this week the flooring should be done, and then the tile person should be here like within 2 weeks after that. We did get in some of the door handles. I don't know what the difference is between these, but these are the door handles that we decided to go with for the basement. And then here's another one. I don't know what the difference is.
So I'll come to like right here. So leave us like enough space from the bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not centered, but I didn't want it centered because I wanted to make sure.
Right, lads, we're back to present day. Oh my gosh. The cabinets look so good. My husband been ordering stuff like crazy off of Amazon for the basement. First and foremost, it's these pulls or the handles. Now, I don't know what the difference is between the two of these. Oh, okay. Reading is fundamental. These are dummy door handles for the French door. So one will work, the other one won't. And these are the ones that work. There we go. That's my own question. The other day my husband had purchased, I don't know if this is new or not, or if you've been having them, is these little strip lights for the basement. I was telling y'all that up, I don't know where these going. I don't know if these strip lights go on the cabinets downstairs, if they go, I don't know. Okay, I'm just showing y'all stuff at this point. And then he ordered a fan. There was a fan on sale on Amazon that he ordered to go in the gym area. And then he's going to Home Depot right now as we speak, so he can get some wood to build the shelves, the floating shelves for the bar, the shelves for the, what's the name of that thing? For the gym, and then the shelves for my living room that I've been waiting almost 4 years for. We might finally get them. I said, I better get my shelves in that living room before it be on shelf down there in West Nam. Now, I did show y'all a shelf that's in the bathroom downstairs, but my husband did not build that. We paid the contractor to build that. And it was pretty pricey. And I was like, you can do this yourself. That's what he's gonna do. Well, he already knew that, but it's kind of one of those, that was like a specific space. Anyway, I've had some dining room chairs. So I could not believe them folks played in my face like that. So I want to show y'all what the cabinets look like really. Not the cabinets. The cabinets look like real quick before he starts the floor. So hopefully the natural lighting is enough, but this is what it looks like. I kind of showed y'all a quick snippet. What we were discussing in that particular clip was whether or not we were okay with like the clearance right here to get to the bathroom. And he was saying that the island was not centered with the rest of it, but we're fine with that. So my husband actually had them scoot it down a little bit, just so when you're sitting right here, you're not like in the bathroom, you have like room to like walk around. But anyways, this island looks small, and that's because our contractor, if y'all can see it from this side, our contractor is actually building the support beam or whatever you want to call it for us to do a high-rise bar top thing. I don't know if I mentioned that to y'all before, but we're doing the high top bar here, so when you actually sit there, it gives the feel of actually being at a bar as opposed to just having a standard island like we have in the kitchen. So he has to build a very, very sturdy support beam because this part is going to be a waterfall of whatever countertops we choose right here. But it should come out to about right here, and then your seating will be here, so it leaves plenty of space behind it. Originally, I didn't want glass cabinets, but when I seen it, I actually like the look of it. And then we got the things that I was telling y'all that hangs the wine glasses and stuff from here. Now the people that we went with, they also would have installed like the pools and stuff, but we're just not doing what we're supposed to do and getting things timely. So hopefully we can go find that this weekend. My husband is just gonna do it. Anyways, this is what the cabinets look like. I think the ice maker is here and the fridge is there. And then on this side, you have like 3 drawers and more cabinet space. And then right here is the microwave with a drawer underneath it. But anyways, I love this. It's turning out so nice. And today we'll get the rest of our flooring put in here. So as y'all can see, all of the flooring is in with the exception of this room and the storage room. The gym area has the regular flooring in here, but we do plan on putting mats down for like the treadmill, the bicycle, the weights and stuff like that. Obviously there's no flooring yet in the bathroom. That will happen sometime in March. Hey friends, yesterday the electrician came and started installing some of the lights down in the basement. I think I told y'all in a previous clip that they were going to be coming and installing like the can lights, the electrical outlets. They would be hooking up all of our appliances and stuff like that. I don't think he's gotten that far, but I'll take y'all down there because honestly I don't know off the top of my head. The last time I went down there, he had just gotten can lights installed in the theater room. My husband has also started building the shelves that I think I mentioned to y'all. He built shelves for the gym area as well as the floating shelves for the bar area. Let's just go down to the basement. So hopefully y'all can see that, but they've installed all of the can lights right here along the wall as well as 4 of these. So there's 2 right here and 2 on the other side. And then where these wires are is where my husband will actually install the speakers in here. Our builder had already pre-wired an outlet up here on the ceiling, which we assume is for like a projector or something. And then we already have like all of our outlets. You'll see one right there. And then there's some like all along the lines. My husband is trying to remount the TV. He had actually already done it just so he could see the placement of the floating shelves, but now he's gonna push it down some because the TV ended up being higher than the actual cabinets. But one of the things I forgot to mention to y'all, we have not selected our countertops yet. We plan on doing that. We know which ones we want. We just gotta go find a vendor that actually sells them for a good price. So once we have that, they'll come install that separately. So in here in the gym, the electrician also installed the fan that we purchased as well as all of the can lights. If y'all can see that, y'all will see when my husband was actually trying to measure the shelves over here. So there'll be a fridge down here and then we'll have shelves like up above it.
I'm at the bar, know you happy. They just say you happy if I'm not the one driving. I'm so mature, I'm so mature, I'm so mature. I got me a therapist to tell me there's other men I know. One night, I just want you. If I can't have you, no one should. I might kill my ex. Not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next. How I get here. I might kill my ex. Might still let him go. Rather be in jail than alone. I get this.
I do my own work on my own basement, on my own shit.
Period. So my husband ordered some more fixtures to see if we can match to this. This is the color that we're going with, the champagne bronze. So we need a faucet for the vessel sink. Drum roll.
Oh!
It matches. This is from Home Depot. This is not a Delta one either, is it? So this is Delta faucet. Delta wanted, what, $400 for the vessel faucet? And how much was this one? Was this the $50 one that we found?
It's like 100 something like that.
Oh, it's heavy too. It's cold. Period. And even if they weren't even exact, which they're not exact, but baby.
It's close enough.
Two opposite ends. You ain't even gonna be able to tell. This thing is heavier than this. And it come with the little line.
So, Trump needs to leave China alone.
Okay. No, he said something about some 25% tariffs. Girl.
25.
Them tariffs ate folks up during the pandemic. Do y'all remember that? Well, I guess if you work in supply chain, you wouldn't know that. But
If they got the stuff I need for the low.
not no momo.
It comes from a lot.
Nobody thought that was funny?
$10 over
It's
here.
not Amazon. Huh?
That's you.
Me?
That Jenny did.
What?
Or Jenny.
What the hell is this? But I didn't order nothing.
I sent you something. I just love you.
I don't want to be loved. I don't want that. And then that look like it's from China. Take it outside and open it. So this is the thing that goes down in the sink that stops up the water if you need to stop it up. This is child. Let me take. Can I take it out? That same brand didn't have. That's ours. On the camera, it looks like it goes, but it doesn't.
It's down in the sink.
Y'all see how shiny that is compared to this? It's not that bad, honestly. Anyways, that's the haul. Good night. Yo, the box was my curtains. Your curtains got delivered. Is that how you do it? Oh! We go with these tomorrow. Y'all feel like doing this. Good night. Hey friends, let's go downstairs to the basement and check out what the mister has been doing down here in his little workstation. What is this?
It's an edge bending, so you don't see those gaps between the wood.
So it's this stuff right here that he's adding to the front of it. With my eye.
Goes to the gym.
So y'all, in the previous video I had told, or the last basement update video, I was telling y'all that this was stained, you know, it was stained, a natural stain. These are the three options. This one, and this one. This is the wood that we're trying to match it to. And as y'all can see, it is very much yellow compared to this. So my husband has put some of the stain down at the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's one right there, and then this one. I think this was the best one. If y'all can see that. Because it doesn't have to be an exact match, honestly. I like that darker one. My battery's about to die. When I showed y'all the, what's the name earlier in the vlog, I forgot to show y'all this. This is a pull-out trash can. We have this upstairs. These are a little bit taller than the ones upstairs. Ours are shorter but wider upstairs. But it curt. Everything inside closed too. Purr. I was just getting ready to show y'all the stain for the shelves, and my battery died. I said it don't want me to be great. It does not want me to be great. And I ran out of breath coming up them stairs. Let's go back down now. All right, so hopefully this is focusing. So this is actually a piece of wood that they're gonna use for our stairs. But my husband is now trying to figure out which one of the gray stains. Are these all the same colors? It's 4 different ones.
So this is 2 coats of the weathered gray. This is 2 coats of the classic gray. And then these both are mixed. I did weathered gray and then classic gray on top of here. Classic gray and then weathered gray on top of there.
So this is what he's trying to match it to, though. Now one of these match. So, which one? Barely. No, but seriously, what's the color at the bottom again? So classic gray is the one that matches more closely. But the next order of business is to go to Sherwin-Williams and see if they have any like of their colors that will match, which I feel like they will be, because these are just like generic ones out the can that's not like mixed or anything. So one more thing before it turns on the music. So the opening of this vlog, I said that my husband was painting the stairwell and I did not give context. So the reason why he's painting the stairwell is because I don't think when we originally signed the contract that we mentioned to him that this needs to be painted as well. So now obviously we had him quote us, and he was like, no sir, let me get my own ladder, get up here and do it myself. So he hasn't actually painted the walls yet, even though to me the walls already look like they gray. He just painted the ceiling. As y'all can see, he still has the tape and stuff right there. So that's my friends. And then did you paint the stairwell, the rails yourself? You did? So he removed the rails and painted those himself and then spray painted the hardware to it black. But let me tell y'all something. This is how much I don't be paying attention to nothing about this basement before it started getting done. When I seen the rails down there, I was like, oh, the contractor built us rails. And my husband was like, no, these rails are already there. I was like, I don't ever remember there being rails in this basement because I don't remember touching them whenever I come down the stairs. So news to me. Anyhow, that's all the updates for today. I think I told y'all maybe in a previous clip that maybe I didn't. The last thing he did was he installed, yesterday he came, the electrician came and he installed the switches to the lights, some of them, and the plates to the outlets and stuff. But he didn't come today, but he's supposed to come back tomorrow and I think they'll carry it over to next week. So let me just say this. This electrician that we hired is really great at what he does. Patient, you know, doing the job right so far that we know of. He passed his part of the inspections. Let's hope he passes it again when they come back, when everything is finished. However, the company that we went with for HVAC, they had their own electrician person. So we decided, you know, 2-on-1, we'll just go with it. However, they only have one electrician on the entire job, which is why it took him so long in the beginning to do the initial wiring, and it's taking him so long now to do this part. Again, patience. But my only recommendation is if you are someone who is like, I'm on a tight deadline, like I want to get things done, why is it taking you 2 weeks to do a job that if you had an entire team doing it would take about 3 days? Because originally he was supposed to be done by Wednesday. Okay, supposed to be done yesterday. He was like, this is not a 3-day job. I'm gonna have to come back on Friday, and I'll probably have to come back next week too. It's fine, but our contractor will also be back next week to start back doing the flooring, so he's gonna be in the way. So anyways, that's that. So just keep that in mind. You know, maybe one of the questions that you ask is, how big is your team? How long does it typically take you? Do you actually have experience with doing a basement, number one, or like a large project? If so, how long does it typically take your team to do it? And how big is your team that's going to be doing it? Hindsight is 2020. Good morning. So we're down here in the basement and I showed y'all the shelves that my husband was building. He stained them. He hasn't put the polyurethane on yet. We're about to put them up there to see how they look with the gray stain. Turn y'all around. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but they're basically stained the same color as, or a similar color as the cabinet. So if we step back. Actually, should I sit them down and then we show both of them? You want to see do both? So the lights go in the back?
The wires, it's a little bit lower. So you see where that first shelf is in here?
Oh.
And the bottles will be illuminated in the back.
Hey friends, so my husband ordered some sconces for the theater, so we're about to decide on black or gold, or if they even look right. So So did you measure how big the TV is? Cause that's already lost.
Oh man.
Yes, it is. It's the size of the plug right there.
If the light is gonna be like, and you can dim it like a real movie theater.
Let me show them what they look like though. Where's the gold one?
Great.
It does give off green, but that's black. So it's just some basic lights. It looks like the movie theater, like when you walk down the hallway in the movie theater.
Yeah.
So that's the black. Here's the gold one. I don't know. It looked like fake gold to me.
So black. We'll find another sense.
I don't know.
I like the gold.
I think the gold will be fine. What y'all think? Gold or black or neither? It ain't focusing no more. I quit. Y'all, the other thing that happened is the electrician ran all of the electrical for the cabinets. Is that what these things are called? Yeah. And then all of the outlets are installed. But he still has to come back on Monday. So there's that. We also have our switches, which don't work right now because he has to run the stuff through the breaker box, you said? My husband had him install that. This is from upstairs. So he has that one in his office, this one in his closet for now until he gets one, but it's just so he'll be able to use it, the lights and stuff. But he also installed like the metal detectors, not metal detectors, Heavenly Father, what is it called? Smoke detectors. I already know when I go to look at this footage, I'm gonna be pissed off because now one of these clips gonna be focused. Oh, did I show them I didn't show them. My husband hung his shelves yesterday. I'm finna show y'all real quick. In the office, in the gym area. I'm out of it. So they're right there. Super cute. So then below it is gonna be the fridge to keep like the waters and energy drinks or whatever you want to go in there. But the only problem is he stained them gray. So he's either gonna sand it down to where they can be natural wood, or we might just leave it. Hey girl, let's take a break from all the basement stuff to do some other projects around the house, shall we?
If I drop this, or find up there. That's even.
Buzz it on a beat.
She gonna do nothing but mess with it.
More. I can milk the cow now. That looks yummy. Hello?
Good morning, friends. So y'all, it's been a minute since I gave y'all an update on this basement, but I'm finna sit y'all down. I made a list because that's how long it's been. Okay, so first and foremost, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna stick that right there. Okay, so before we get into the updates, let me just tell y'all about the electricity. I haven't updated edited all the footage yet. But y'all know, I think I was talking about how the electrician, it was only one person and it was taking forever to do everything. Child, 6 days. It was supposed to be 3 days, it turned into 6 days. Now, he got the work done and he did a good job at it, but it's been a couple of issues. So first and foremost, I don't know if y'all can see these 2 bit behind holes in the wall. That is because he misplaced where he was going to hang the sconces. I don't know all the details. So he ended up having to cut another hole so he can move the wires over. But the sconces look good. They're just kind of small. Let me just turn y'all around. Obviously, focus. Right now they just look small because they're swallowed on the wall. But once you add the TV and stuff in, I'll show y'all what it looks like when I turn it on. But if we don't like it, we're gonna let them sit for a little bit, marinate, see if we actually like the color of them, the size of them. When the lights are on, they extend, obviously, with the light, so it actually ends up looking really good. Sorry if it's not focusing. Come on, don't do me like that, player. So that's issue number 1 with the lighting. The other thing is, I don't know if y'all see them shelves back there on the wall that my husband did. I'm gonna give y'all a closer look. He was supposed to do those, run lighting over there. My husband put the little grooves and everything in there. Literally had everything set up for this man to come back and do it. He told my husband yesterday he don't know how to do it. So the problem with it is, obviously, once you get your basement done, it has to get inspected. The strip lights that we have, there's some type of connector that you can add to them so that you can run them behind the wall. This man wanted to run the strip lights themselves behind the wall. Obviously, there's insulation back there, fire hazard. So my husband's like, no. And then the dude was like, well, the solution is we can come back and do it after the inspections. Sir, just don't do it. So my husband is waiting for the owner of the company to call us back to see if he can get a refund for it, and then my husband is just gonna do it himself. So that's the end of that. The other thing with the electricity is that this is not really his fault, but the light that I mentioned to y'all earlier that my husband got on sale off of Amazon, girl, the light don't work, the fan do. So we got to take that back down, order another one, and our electrician said that he would come back and hang it for us. So that is the lighting. Now let me just show y'all what the lighting looks like. Is that it? Okay, I got all that. I told y'all I had a list. So let's now go and look at all the updates, okay? How about it? So earlier in the vlog, I was showing y'all that we hadn't gotten the flooring in the theater room or in the storage. We have flooring everywhere now. There's the storage closet. I feel like it looks better. Not better, bigger. We did not get a light to go in here, but we figured we would just do like a push light or something, like a battery operated one, because how often do I actually need to go in there? So that is that. Obviously all of the baseboards and shoe molding, whatever it's called, he still has to come back and paint that. I think he's coming back today, so I'm trying to hurry up before he gets here because he normally comes in the morning. Obviously we got all of our lighting in, so the electricity works down here now. We wired the breaker box and everything so that it would work. So this is the switch that controls all of the lighting in here. Obviously this is just like the normal light. This one controls the smaller lights that are right there. So if I turn this on, you'll see, and you can make it get brighter or you can make it get dimmer. Hopefully that's even coming off on the screen. But I don't know if y'all can see, those two lights right there are kind of hanging because he still has to use the same wiring for that for the lights that'll go here in between. I think I was telling y'all that earlier in the vlog. Cameron's a certified hater, so he still has to come back and do that. That's not done yet. And then obviously this last switch is to control these lights. So y'all see how they get bigger and it takes up a lot more space. So the lights themselves are small, but the light fixtures themselves are small, but the light itself is bigger. So you can also control the brightness on these. I don't know if that's even showing. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can tell that it's dimming, but it is in fact dimming. That's that. The next update in the gym area, I just told y'all with this fan right here, it don't work, so we have to take that back down. But these are the shelves that my husband built to go in here. Y'all seen earlier in the vlog, he was trying to fit them into the space. He had to cut them down, you know, go through the whole process, but he got them hung up successfully. The two holes down there, again, the electrician cut, but he could not run the lighting, do the lighting. He said he doesn't know how. So you created holes in my wall that we have to now patch up. And you don't even know how to do it, but hopefully my husband will be able to use those as well. Then in here in the bar area, he also got these hung up. This is also where lighting was supposed to be ran. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes in the wall, no lights. There's plugs at the top of each of the cabinets, which is where the lights will be plugged in, and the lights will be ran down the top because there will be lighting inside of each of these as well as lighting in the back. So basically the goal is to have the light illuminate against the bottles. That's the update there. He also got that mounted and in the right place. All of the lighting in here works as well. I don't know why I sat here and had y'all in the dark. We have the lighting for the wine cellar, and this is my favorite part. I'm super excited. When you turn on the light in here, it also turns the light on for the shelves. Tell me that it's not like very moody, very nice. I love it. And our bathroom is getting done on March 10th, so y'all will see that in another vlog. Also, we still need to stain this. I actually don't think it looks bad, that color, now that I'm looking at it, but I think we're gonna go with a darker stain so that it matches the vanity down here. But maybe we'll hold out on doing it until after we get the vanity down here because it actually might look good. I ain't gonna lie. With the light inside of it, I think it just looks really good. And then lastly, we have the microwave installed. It works now. We still have to install the refrigerator and the ice maker. I don't know which one's going where. The ice maker still has to be ran by the plumbing people. So let's really quickly talk about what's outstanding, and we're gonna close this mug out. You know what? I never showed y'all the curtains. Maybe I need to show y'all the curtains. But the stuff that we still have outstanding, it seems like, even though it feels like we're almost at the finish line, there's just like so many small things that you just don't think about. And this is not even including like furniture and stuff. But first, hopefully will sometime this week paint the doors, install the doors. I told you on the last video that was happening like 2 weeks ago. I lied, clearly. The high top bar still has to be built. We still need to get cabinets. We still need to pick out our cabinets or find the cabinets that we actually wanted. I told y'all earlier in the vlog that we know which ones we want. We just need to find them for a good price. The bathroom, like I mentioned, is getting done on March 10th. We still need to go get the rest of the tile that we need. We've just been sitting around. We need the knobs for the cabinets. The stairs still need to get done. painting the stairwell, which my husband needs to finish. He started on that earlier in this vlog, but he has to get like a certain type of ladder to be able to reach like the ceiling and stuff. We need to get a new fan. The lighting in the crown mold, like I mentioned, y'all, still needs to be done. And then that's it. That's all I can think about, but I'm pretty sure, oh, we need a toilet. That's pretty important. But that's the update for the basement so far. So quick update in Madison's room. We got the mirror hung, which I feel like looks so cute. I love the background behind me. And then y'all can also see the little shelf that I put up. I felt like this was the perfect addition to her little reading nook area. We did try out some books up there, but I feel like it makes it kind of look crowded. So I just want to get some cute little things. And I think I told y'all in one of the vlogs that I was looking for a flower, like a faux flower that kind of hangs down over it, just to take up some of the empty space right here. And then I pulled this lamp from my office since I put that shelf down in my office. But I think it looks really cute. You know, her little Stephanie's coming from under her bed. I still need to get the pictures to go in there, a picture to go over there in that frame. And then I still have this thing right here to put up, which I think would actually look cute if I were to put this underneath here. So I might entertain that because I do feel like it does look good. Ignore the baseboard, okay? I'm not perfect at painting, so it's a little bit of stuff left over from when I did the rainbow. And then also I have this picture frame that I could potentially use somewhere over there. I still need to get her another lamp to go over there because I want the lamp that's currently over there to go on her little desk behind me. So I'm still on the hunt for that. I hadn't found one yet, obviously. And then I hung the curtains, which y'all can barely see because it's dark. I tried to close the what's name, but these are the curtains from IKEA. They're linen, but they came out of our bedroom because we got new curtains from 2 Pages, which reminds me, I still need to show y'all those. So let's go downstairs real quick. All right, so in a previous clip, y'all seen that we had got, in a previous clip, y'all seen that we had got a package in the mail, and I told my husband to take it outside and open it because I was like, what is this? I wasn't expecting this. I didn't get a notification that the curtains had been sent. So anyways, 2 Pages sent me the brown curtains that are in my dining room, and they also sent me a set of curtains to go in my primary bedroom. While I was waiting to show y'all this stuff, I ordered more curtain rings, so it's just these. I think these are considered to be like a warm gold color. It matches our curtain rod. So I got 4 sets of these because you need 14 per panel. And I did take a peek at these already, but I wanted to show y'all what they look like. But it's basically this color. I feel like these are more structured, more luxurious for a primary bedroom, which is why I wanted to get rid of the ones that I have. I feel like those are fine for like a secondary bedroom. So we're not gonna hang these today. I'll probably end up hanging them just like in another vlog or the next home update vlog, but I wanted to make sure I show those to y'all because I had mentioned them to y'all and did not show them. Okay, that's it. Lord forgive me if it was dry stuff on my face. Real quick, so one of the very first clips in this vlog was my husband painting the primary bathroom. So I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like, what our plans are for this, and then we're moving on, okay? So you guys know previously only the wall behind me, which is this one, was black, and then this wall had the wallpaper on it from Love vs. Design. And then the 2 walls on either side were white, so we decided to paint them black. I think I told y'all that we were gonna do that. So we decided to paint them black so that it would be a lot more moody in here. But one of the things we're gonna do over here is get some type of paneling. We don't know if we're gonna do a half of it or we're gonna do the full wall, but those will also be painted black. But we just wanted to pop a little bit more. My husband had thought about doing natural wood over here, but I was like, no, I don't want to take away from the accent wall, which is this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we got some like errors on here where my husband had put the painter's tape up and then tried to peel it off and it peeled it off. So we gotta fix that. But other than that, that's what this looks like. Then lastly, these are the knobs that I showed y'all in the previous vlog. Hopefully it's actually focused on this. But we're gonna put these here, which I feel like with the all black, it's just gonna make it pop more. And then this is the hook, which will go right here once we get the paneling up, which also looks so much better with the wallpaper. This is just where we had the other one, which was just like solid black. So I feel like this is gonna look cute. So stay tuned for the powder room update. It's not gonna be like a major transformation, but I feel like it will complete the space. The other thing, I don't know if y'all can see that, but kind of got some black on the ceiling. So we're thinking about painting that as well, which was gonna make it even darker. So y'all let me know if y'all think we should paint the ceiling black or leave it white to match this. Friends, how is being? So we're in the basement right now. So let me just tell y'all really quickly what the issue is right now. There's a lot of things I feel like we probably could have done ourselves, but hindsight is always 20/20. I'm gonna say that through this entire process. Sometimes you get into something and you're just like, dang, I could have did that. I could have did this, I could have did that. But I think for us, it was just kind of one of those things where if we can have somebody do it, so that it frees up time for us, then we'll do that. But now we're at a place where it's just like, give us our money back, we'll do it ourselves. But I was telling my husband, it's funny enough how you've gotten really deep into this process and you're almost at the finish line, but then you think to yourself, like, it's all of these little things that still have to happen, even on our part. Like, we still needed to go shopping for a lot of things that are necessary for other people to do their job. But it's just like a lot of moving pieces. But it's almost at the finish line. My husband is stressed beyond belief when it comes to this basement because he obviously has to work. He's on calls all day, but he still has to try to manage this. And in hindsight, he wishes he would have been a little bit more of a micromanager just to make sure that, you know, things like this were going right. But overall, the process is still going smooth. So I will continue to update y'all as things happen. So anyways, that's all for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this home, house, basement, whatever update, because I don't know what all I showed in here. My bad, I'm all over the place. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.